guys, welcome to my channel. Today I will show you how I did the balloon garland and the backdrop for my son's Paw Patrol team birthday decoration. Here are the items that I'll be using for the backdrop. I actually bought a 30cm balloons of different colors that matches the Paw Patrol team. And I also have 65cm balloon for each color. The night before of the event, I already started to pump the balloons. I always deflate it to make the balloon looks more rounded. I only have a single pump, so I would pump one at a time and clip it. After I pump the second one, I will tie them together. Then I make a quad by twisting the two set of balloons. Once I have two set of quads, I pull one of the necks from each quad and tie them together, which makes it 8 balloons in one cluster. Tying this is very tricky, but you'll get the hang of it. You just need to find the longest neck of each quad, then pull it and tie them together. I also blow the big balloons and tie it to one set of quad. And whatever is left, I pump the small ones. I don't have the 5 inches balloons, so I pump the 10 inches balloon with the less air. I recently got a furniture delivery, so I have these big bags where I can store all the balloons, so it will be easier to transport them. Then I just do the same process with all different colors that I have, as well as the paw print balloons. The 65cm balloons I've got is not the best quality as the color looks more see-through and one of them pops. Here are all the balloons all set and ready to be assembled in the park the next day. We were lucky to have the big gazebo in the park, and just right next to it is the playground. The first thing we did is to set up the backdrop stand. Then we hang the happy birthday sign and the Paw Patrol frame poster. Then I tie the number 4 balloon mosaic on the right side so I can do the garland on the left side. I bought colored tablecloth that you want to use as a backdrop. I thought this is a cheaper way than buying a custom-made backdrop. However, that day is just too windy. There were moments that it is fine, then suddenly there comes the gushing wind blowing all the decorations. We tried to secure the tablecloth from top and bottom, but the wind is just too strong. I really like how the backdrop turns out, so I started to set up the garland. I used a fishing line to connect all the cluster that I prepared the night before. When you're using a fish line, make sure to wrap the fish line to the balloons couple of times to 2 clusters that you're connecting to make sure that it is secured. It's actually a struggle to work with this garland alone, especially when it's very windy outside. At this point, I was alone and the wind is blowing so strong. I can't even move because I have to hold the backdrop as well as the balloon garland while I wait out for the wind to stop. So when my husband is back, we just decided to remove the colored tablecloth as this catches more wind. We also tied the backdrop stand to the post using a fishing line. I feel like we wasted a lot of time putting this up and removing it in the end. So next time when we're going to have a party at the park and if it's windy, I don't think I'll be putting up a backdrop anymore. Now that I have all the garland on my fish line, I will secure it in the backdrop stand. I position the start of the garland 1/3 from the backdrop stand. I use the fish line from the garland to tie it to the backdrop stand. Then I move it around to position how I wanted it, and every time I position it, I will also tie a fish line around it. Since it's very windy, I'll make sure that it is secure as much as possible. Luckily that this gazebo have a lot of posts and a fence around where I can secure the balloons. It was really hard to decorate outdoor, not to mention that you have to bring all your stuff and food. If you decided to do outdoor, you really have to get a lot of help from family and friends. And you also have to worry about the weather. When you're checking the weather, not only you have to check if it's gonna rain, you also have to check how windy it is. Nonetheless, my son had so much fun playing with his friends in the playground, and it's also a COVID safe to have your event outside. My battery runs out when I was attaching the small balloons and the paw print, so I wasn't able to show how I added them. What I did is I just tied 3 small balloons together and then used a gaffer tape to attach it in the main garland. Thank you for watching. If you're new in this channel, please don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you find this helpful. Bye!